Good morning, my friends. It is Saturday. It's like 7 in the morning because I foolishly agreed to pick up the M5 at 8 a.m. The most important thing we're gonna do with the M5 today is we're gonna check if there's any fluid left in the differential. It always makes some noise, and every BMW people always say this. They go, "Oh yeah, that's normal. It's supposed to sound like that." Blah 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 blah. But like, is it really supposed to sound like that? It always kind of sounds like if you take a turn too tight, it sounds like a tire rubbing, you know? Because we got green lights. Let's see how fast we can get through this. That worked out well. Cops, cops, cops. Hi, officer. Whoa. Well, it looks like some friends definitely ate. Holy shit. Tick, 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 tick. That's the lifter. It'll be fine in a minute. Okay, the M5 starts. This is a good sign. Let it warm up a little bit while this guy gets here. Hopefully there's no mice friends living in here. They seem to be all on the outside, which is good, but that freaked me out a little bit. So basically all we're gonna do is move this truck back a little bit so we can snake the M5 out around like that and then back it out. She's keeping good time. Listen to that clock tick. Once that lifter pumps up, it'll be back to normal. The day I bought it, actually, it did that and it scared the hell out of me. It just does. It doesn't do it all the time either. It does it like I left the car for 2 months or 3 months and started it and it was fine. Now I've left it for a month and it's ticking. So don't know. The ticking went away. I took it for a quick ride. Once you drive it for a second, that tick goes away. So I don't know. Does anyone else have that problem with their E39 M5? Really annoying, but let's take her out. So the problem with the M5 is that it has a steering box. It's basically like a pickup truck, whereas the 540 and the 525 and the 528 and the 530, God, there's so many friggin' 5 Series in this generation. They all had like a standard steering rack, as far as I know, and that meant that they had more feedback. So whenever I see reviews of this car and somebody says, "Oh, I love the steering feel," they're wrong. They're lying, and that it just totally invalidates whatever else they have to say, because it's like probably the worst steering feel in any car ever. But I think it does really well at high speed. So like around town when it's like slow, it's silly. It's like you can't feel anything, which is fine though. I mean, it's like I feel like I'm driving a limo in that case, and that's okay. I don't have any problem with that. That. Watch it start to have problems in the next like day. It's gonna be like, check engine light, everything's broken. M5s, man. But I replaced the fuel filler cap because that was triggering a light. I think, I'm not positive, but I haven't gotten a code yet, so we'll see what happens. Big question about the M5 for a little while has been, does the differential have a leak? Is it a total mess? And I've really been curious if there's even any oil at all in it, because it makes a little noise, but nothing crazy. The thing is, the fill and drain plugs are huge. So I bought some monster wrenches and managed to finally get the car up on ramps and get in there. So what I did, I came up, there's the drain hole, there's the fill hole up above, and basically all I did was undo that and see if there was any oil coming out of the top. There was. I'm just gonna clean up that little dribble, but you know, I was looking around and I just see all this junk caked on, and I'm like, oh, you know, it looked like maybe it was leaking out of this side, which it still very well may be, but I wasn't sure how toast it was. This mark over here on the exhaust, which looks like diff oil, right? It looks like that oil spun off the axle and went and burned onto the exhaust. So I just wasn't sure if I was looking at something that was going to be completely dry and say, oh my god, you need a new diff, or, you know, is it gonna work? So whatever, there's oil in it, we'll run it till it burns out.